La 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 la. La 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 la. La da la da. La da la da la da la da. La da la da. Remember me, la da la da. Someday my prince will come. Someday I'll find my love. And how brilliant the moment will be when the prince of my dream comes to me. Hey Annie, are you there? La 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 la. Hey C, are you there? I just started. Can I get some taps, please?
He doesn't just see a broken die. He sees work stalled to a halt.
I'm in a great mood, by the way. Hey guys, I'm Gay Santa. I just started. It's almost 10 o'clock p.m. here in beautiful Washington State. I want to talk to people that think if I get with a trans guy that I'm somehow less gay, that I broke my gay, because that blows my mind. Thanks for the likes. There's people that want to have conversations. It's straight people. Straight people want to weigh in and say, yeah. If you get with a trans guy, a gorgeous trans guy, that person was assigned female at birth. You're not gay anymore. That is an interesting conversation I like to have. It's a little more lighthearted than the ones I have been having. I've been having conversations about gender affirming care. Guys, chat, I literally thanked somebody for tapping the screen. They gave me 3. They just gave me 3. I hope you're having a good night. Let's have some conversations, guys. I'm Gay Santa, 48-year-old. I'm a liberal elder queer. I've been doing gay stuff for 30 years, guys. I came out 30 years ago, and the world was a different place back then. In my day, it was a different place when you were a gay person. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for the taps. I appreciate it. I'm all mic'd up. Thanks for that. Thanks for the taps, guys. I'd like to have some conversations. I'd like to talk to somebody. Here's the deal. I've had this conversation before. I used to have the background say something along the lines of straight men date trans women and gay men date trans men, because I feel like I have access to the conversation because I'm a gay person, and people will say that if you're a straight guy and then you get with a gorgeous trans woman, some will say it matters if she has bottom surgery, whatever. If you get with that gorgeous trans woman, you're not straight anymore. And that blows my mind. It blows my mind, guys. Gay men are exclusively attracted to men. Gay men. I've never met someone that said there was a gay man, and then, because if they were saying that they were a gay man and that they were into trans women, they would be saying or implying emphatically that trans women were men. Anyways, yeah, straight men are attracted to trans women. Gay men are attracted to trans men. There's gorgeous gay trans men on this app. And there's all sorts of trans women on this app that are lesbian. That's very much a thing. There are a lot of trans women on this app that are lesbian. And there's people that cry, that cry about, like the institution of homosexuality has been ruined. There's this one guy from England who hates trans men calling themselves gay men. He thinks that females or vaginas are going to infiltrate the sanctity of gayness or some bullshit. It's absolutely ridiculous. Guys, thanks for being here. 1K likes, I love that. Do you think bottom surgery matters to straight men? Jay, I'll tell you my answer is it doesn't matter if she has bottom surgery or not. If you're a straight guy and you got a beautiful woman in front of you and you want to satisfy that woman orally, and you put that beautiful she-ness in your mouth, I'd still say you're straight. Yeah, that's something I wouldn't do. So, yeah. But some people would say if she still had intact male genitals, that would make it gay, right? I very much say that your sexuality is subjective. You get to describe how you are, and I say that you are what you say you are. If you're exclusively attracted to women, and it includes trans women, What other word would you have for yourself? You couldn't call yourself bisexual. Bisexual means that you're attracted to both men and women. Um, and what's funny though is transphobic people, homophobic people would be like, "Yeah, you're gay. Yeah, yeah, don't matter. You're gay now. You're gay now." And I was raised when being gay was the worst thing anyone could be, right? And the gay men were the boogeymen. Um, and I was raised under the bullshit notion, once that D goes past your lips, right? You're gay forever. You fucked it up. This is so crazy. That's just how you get indoctrinated into compulsory heterosexuality. That's like a terrible notion. Hey Anderson, how you doing? Thanks for the heart me. Guys, I've been yapping. I wanted to have like a kind of like a more lighthearted conversation. Anderson, I think you're a straight guy, aren't you? Anderson is a really cool guy. He does content on here. You're always battling, Anderson. You know what? I I think you probably have friends that you chat with. Um, Anyways, guys, I didn't get any conversation. Y'all ran away. Um, I might I might go live. Thank you. I adore you too. I ran into you years ago, and you are aging well, sir. Um, you are aging very well. These are my backgrounds. I have a bunch. This is the one I've been going with, and this is a conversation. Me not saying this is the healthcare that you need to access for your kids. This is me saying that you don't really care about these sick kids. You don't care about the parents trying to get a good outcome. You don't know more than the doctors, and it's so un-American because what they're trying to do is they made a political issue out of trans people in healthcare. Um, why do you blame gay men for kids at Pride? Uh, if you don't support trans people, you don't support gay people. Let's see. If you deny that you're cisgender, you're transphobic. I actually enjoy that conversation because it's just the way the English language works. If you don't use the term cis, you're going to fall back and use things like biological or real or just terrible language that is hurtful to trans people. And this one here, if I date a trans man, am I still gay? I'll show you this. There's just 10 of us here. I downloaded, these are all models. And I want to be perfectly clear that, yeah, just because Santa thinks you're sexy doesn't make you valid in any way. But are you going to tell, oh, hey, that's so cute. Thank you for that. That's so sweet. Anderson, you're a sweetheart. Guys, I'm cracking myself up. This is really fun. Anderson, you gave me a big smile. That's really sweet. Um, yeah, I just wanted to talk to people that would say that if I got with one of these men, that I somehow broke my gayness because I just think that's hysterical, that whole notion. But nobody took on that conversation tonight. Um, anyway, Anderson, let me see. I got a guest request. Uh, oh, I got a guest request. There's just a few of us here. I don't know if this person. Hey, I'm
Hello.
gonna need your age real quick. 21.
What'd you say?
Oh, I need your age for TikTok. I'm 48.
I'm 30.
Great. What did you want to talk about? I've been throwing up a bunch of backgrounds.
That's an interesting background there.
These are all trans men models. This was a conversation I was going to have, but I have a lot of topics I could talk about.
Oh, um, if you date T man, are you still GAY? Well, technically GAY would be two males. So, um, yeah. That's I guess that's difficult.
uh,
Because it's hard because like obviously GAY is two males, so technically you would be in a Q relationship, but you
well,
can still have an attraction towards males.
well, the thing is I wouldn't tell people how to describe their relationship. I wouldn't have any problem calling
Well,
myself.
think about it. Like we're just basing it off of like the actual definition of GAY, which is like two males,
Uh,
right? It's not two
no,
men, but two males.
no.
And so that means
Homosexual.
that
I want to
if you're
agree
with
with. I'm going to agree with you and disagree with you. Homosexual is same-sex attraction, but
uh-huh.
gay. A definition for gay would be here's a definition from the Cambridge Dictionary. Sexually or romantically attracted to people of the same gender and not to people of a different gender. Um, yeah, and same here, like straight, sexually or romantically attracted to men if you're a
Hold on,
woman.
wait. So like are we because like isn't GAY and HOMO, like wouldn't those be one and the same?
Well, the thing is, yeah, they could be used interchangeably, but
Well,
I
they're
want to I
supposed
want to
like
be
because
clear.
I feel
I
like
want to be clear that I'm exclusively attracted to men, and that I've if that includes trans men, I don't understand how that would. And I'm no longer gay. That
well,
doesn't.
because if you think about it, right, that you may be, but other GAY males may not be attracted to T men in any way, shape, or form. So technically, that would violate the rules. It's like it's almost an exceptional thing.
No, well, I want to say first off, there's no rules. There's thank God. That's the nice thing about being. I don't know. Are you queer?
No,
Hmm. Well, too bad for you. The nice
I
thing,
know. I guess I'm losing out or
yeah,
missing
for real. Yeah, you would get way more blowjobs. That's guaranteed.
out.
The nice thing about being gay is you don't have to follow the rules, right? So I absolutely don't think it takes away from anyone or breaks any rules for a guy that's exclusively attracted to men for him to include trans men. And
I
there
think
are,
that
and I
it
want to,
makes
and I'm
sense
going to
not
say,
to because
well,
they're technically like just another form of a woman still.
no, well, see, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, and that's where that I would definitely take issue with what you're saying because I was going to go down the line of like maybe genital preference, and I know a lot of men are genital focused, straight
Like
men.
most
I,
GAY men would not consider being with a trans man, like because they know that that person's female and they're not attracted to that.
what 21? How old are you again?
I'm 30.
You're 30. Like what's crazy to me is that you want to like speak on gay stuff like you're a gay expert,
Well,
and
the
I
thing
want to
is
tell you
that
that
like
a
I
lot of gay men now no a lot of hey there's a lot of gay men are like you
are
know
not into trans women or trans men.
are well a lot of gay men are like power bottoms and they're I was saying
I'm aware. I have
there's
a lot
men
of
there's men that are
I have a
genital
lot of friends in the community.
well there's men that are genital focused like I said straight men gay men bi men and they may take issue with that. Here's the thing: I'm not going to tell you who you need to include or exclude when it comes to your dating. But I will tell you that you need to keep your mouth closed. You need to keep your mouth closed and tell, like, you can't tell your straight friend, oh, hey, that beautiful woman now, because of her chromosomes or some bullshit, you broke your straightness. Like that's homophobic. That's transphobic. You saying that trans men are just a type of woman is terrible, actually. And the thing is, you say you purport to have friends in the community. I want to make it crystal clear. You can't say you support gay people and then invalidate trans people. It doesn't work that way. We don't want your allyship. We don't want your allyship. It's kind of weird that it sounds like you got some sugar in the tank, sweetheart. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It sounds like you got some sugar in the tank and that you want to be an expert on gay stuff. I love that for you. I trump you when it comes to being an expert on gay stuff. And so you got to listen to me. Let's see what this guest has to say. Hello, B. Is that your name?
Yes.
Oh, I need your age, please, for terms of service. I'm 48.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Awesome. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Are you?
Uh,
I don't mean to pry. Are you American?
what happened? Sorry,
Are you
I had to
American?
lower my TV.
No, you're fine. I appreciate that because I get distracted easily. I asked if you're American because at first I thought you were there. I'm like
Yes,
maybe.
I am.
Oh, right on. Well, I don't know. I like your voice. Anyways, let's talk about my background. How are you doing? What's up?
Oh, because it says, how dare you ban gender affirming care for kids?
Hmm.
At what age do you think is appropriate, and what you think affirming is?
Okay.
Is it puberty blockers? Is it cutting off a breast?
No. I don't want
So
everyone.
at what age?
Okay. Well, I want to answer your question. So, uh, so the care that they're focusing on getting rid of, the care that they had over 600 pieces of legislation last year, the care that they spent over $250 million demonizing, specifically is the medical care that is around puberty blockers and HRT. It has nothing to do with surgery. But I want to be clear though. I'm not saying that this is the care that you need to access. You asked a few questions. Affirming means just like listening and just supporting someone who needs a supporting ear. Um, but
So affirming just means like, hey, okay, you feel like a girl. Okay, let's talk about it.
that would be affirming, saying that how you feel is fine. You're a good person. Let's talk about who you
But
are.
not let them transition
Well, no,
until
go ahead, B. Until when?
until they speak to doctors
Hmm.
and the parents.
Well, no, that's the thing. In order to access this care, you have to have a diagnosis for gender dysphoria. So that means you're in front of a psychiatrist and a therapist for a year, and that diagnosis is clinical distress for a mental disorder. So these kids that are accessing this care are very sick, and they're also privileged because you know how it is in America. Not a
At
lot
what
of
age? At what age you think is okay?
No, I'm not telling. I want to be perfectly clear. I'm not saying that it's. I'm going to tell you what kind of health care to get your kids. That's what y'all are doing when you say, "Oh, ban this health care. It's not good." So the age that they would start the care would be based on when they started puberty. And I just want to fast forward to the end. The point of this health care is that if you have a trans kid, so let's say that you have a child that was male, and I'm not going to tell you like most people wouldn't affirm their kid's gender. They wouldn't say, "Oh, you could pick your clothes, you could pick your toys, you could grow your hair out." You know what? We'll call you a different name and pronouns. I know most parents wouldn't do that. That's affirming their gender socially. The whole point of this healthcare is so that the child has a puberty that aligns with their gender identity. So if you have a trans girl, that means they're male. They're going to be living their life as a girl and then a woman. They're going to that's who they are, right? You're going to want them when they're 15 or 16 to have a female puberty instead of a male
I, I
puberty.
I
That
definitely agree with what you're saying, but the thing is, your post says kids. When you say 15 or 16 or hitting puberty, you're talking about a teenager. So I think
well,
maybe you need to change like the wording because when you say kids, it's
well,
totally different.
well, the thing is I actually had the wording saying minors, but this care would start when you have to be in front of a psychiatrist for a year, and the puberty blockers pause your puberty, and it's based on when you start puberty, and there's just a small window of time that you could do this, and you can only do it for like a year or two, year and a half.
Well, I don't agree with puberty blockers because if you look at I Am Jazz, she had a rough time with her surgery.
Well,
She was she was
I don't know about Jazz Jennings very
well,
much, but I hear about her an awful lot.
well, I can tell you, she was on puberty blockers very young. She didn't develop a penis, and she had a very rough time inverting her penis into a vagina. This is why you need to let kids develop so that then when they hit a certain age, they can transition.
Well, I know that
But
she had. I know.
my word that I don't like with your post is kids.
Well, the thing is the puberty blockers to pause their puberty, and you said a lot, and I've heard about like if the penis isn't big enough, it'll be a hard time for bottom surgery. Um, the, the, I want to say
It
that
shouldn't happen.
no, I want to say that like I hope that everyone has healthy kids and that they don't have psychological distress. What's going on, and I don't get this vibe from you at all, B, is that people that very much hate that people are affirming their kids' delusion. These are the things I hear from people that how
Nobody hates that.
oh a lot of people hate B. They're trying to legislate.
No, people can criticize it, but nobody hates it.
Oh,
Everybody is allowed, whether you're a Democrat, Republican,
no,
follow religion,
no,
or
B,
don't follow religion.
I'm allowed to tell you what I've been experiencing, and they're calling me the F slur.
But
They're saying
that's a
that
person.
no, I'm saying that this healthcare, all this legislation and hyper focus on these very few sick kids is not because they're worried about these kids having a good outcome. When 20% of U.S. kids are hungry and they're cutting food stamps, thanks for that, Mercury. So yeah, I'm saying that you sound like you're worried about other people's sick kids. I know that in America, I've never before have the neighbors been like, oh, the kids down the street, I need to make sure they're getting the right health care. Every major medical association, thanks Anderson, every major medical association considers it healthcare. And when I say major medical association, we're talking about, oh, excuse me, we're talking about every psychiatric, every endocrine society, every pediatric association considers it life-saving healthcare. This is from the Mayo Clinic. It's necessary, safe, research healthcare. So all these doctors say that it's healthcare, and it has a very, very, very low regret rate. And the few people that I've known that have accessed this care as minors,
And people that have access that before puberty, what's the percentage on that?
The percentage of what?
Of people that access the whole transitioning
Yeah, well, this is from
before puberty. What's the
yeah.
percentage on that?
Well, this is a 10-year study. It's part of a 20-year study. It's from this is from JAMA, the Journal of American Medical
And what
Associations.
age are the kids?
This is for transgender teenagers receiving puberty blockers and HRT. So 13. I told you it's usually 15 or 16 before they would have
That's what I said, after puberty.
well um, well this is
My problem is what I'm trying to explain to you is that you use the word kids.
well, I like I said,
Kids is at a
I did
certain
have
age.
one.
You shouldn't use that word because then you look like, I mean, I don't want to say the word predator because
Oh, no, the thing is they're going to imply that I'm
saying that word, but you shouldn't use the word kids. If
well,
let's say, can I finish or no?
well, you could finish, but I want to say that like your objection to me and my language, I hear what you're saying, but I don't really think it's like that. That's the problem. I actually do think that this whole situation has to do with transphobia, and I literally call like
No, it doesn't. I'm
I,
not transphobic.
no, well, I didn't say you specifically, but the fact that you took it personally that speaks volumes. Um, yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about what you said. Um, Anyways, guys, there's just 8 of us here. I had an interesting conversation. B, was that who I was just talking to? Was B? My memory is terrible. Um,
Yeah, I don't know why you deleted me. I mean,
I didn't
kicked
delete
me
you.
out.
No, I dropped you because I was just going to end the conversation.
But it
Um,
was the point of dropping me. We were having a simple conversation. We don't have to agree.
well, no, I know we don't have to agree. I was actually going to say something, but I'm old and tired
And
about
I'm
what I
old
was saying.
too. You're 48, I'm 44.
Yeah. Well, I want you to know that like this has been turned into a major political issue, and most
It has
most
nothing to do with being political.
it has been turned.
At the end of the day, your sign says kid. Change it to teenager.
Uh, well,
Teenager.
that's what I wanted to say. Is I literally call like 20-year-olds kids because we're old people, right? I'm not worried about this language because if I say minors, they'll still come in here and say disgusting things about me. And this care starts when they're like 10 or 11 seeing a psychiatrist. Now, B, in Texas, if you have a kid that has something going on with their identity and they're distressed and their body and society and school and they're not functioning, they can't go into a psychiatrist and talk about their gender because they're worried that they're going to lose their license. It's so criminalized there. So even psychiatric care is being taken away from kids that are suffering from dysphoria, which is a documented and known mental disorder. So yeah, I don't think that your heart's in the bad place. I do think that
Mhm.
I believe that everyone's inherently transphobic, just like I believe that all white people are inherently racist.
I
Um,
mean, I don't think you should believe that. I mean, I think maybe you should open up your window because sometimes I think, like, on your side, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I think sometimes on your side, you guys are heterophobic.
you know what's funny is I think I made that term up. I actually think I coined that term. No, I don't
The same
actually.
way you guys think we're homophobic, we think you guys are heterophobic.
No, the thing is I mean I wouldn't be able to function if I mean I guess there's a few places in the world that I could surround myself with just queer people and it would probably be really fun. But no, I'm not afraid. I don't have an aversion to straight people. My parents are straight people. I love them to death.
And straight people are not afraid of you either.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm old school, and
And,
so I actually believe that fear is a part of it. I believe that fear is a part of it.
but you're basing your thing on personal experience.
No, no, I'm saying they're not afraid of me because I'm a big bad looking guy. They're afraid of how they feel. They're afraid of society. I want to show you this real quick.
I mean, if
This
someone were to look at you, they'd be like, "Oh, he's a big male," because you do look male. I'm not gonna say no.
well, I am. I'm a gay man. I'm a gay man. Uh,
Are you trans?
no, no,
Also, okay.
no, no. I'm a cisgendered man. I'm a cisgendered queer man.
So you're a male.
I was assigned male at birth. Yeah, I'm a male.
Okay, so you're a male and then grew up to be a male.
I was a male. I was a little boy, and now I'm a big old gay guy on TikTok. chatting with you.
And you're just gay. That has nothing to do with being.
I hate that it just gay. There's more to it than that. What's funny is I like to say queer because and before my sexuality was developed, I knew that I was different, and I have had a different experience of the world, and I'm very happy that I turned out to be the way that I
And
am.
good for you, and I'm happy for you. And I am a woman that grew up. I am a female that grew up to be a woman, and I'm queer. In the terms back in the days, were meaning weird or awkward, and I'm still weird and awkward, and
Well,
that's
no,
totally. And I'm totally, and that I'm okay with that.
no, I want you to know that like that's why
You
I embrace,
understand? That's
huh?
why when I see your post and you say kid, don't use that word.
No, the thing is, the
I'm
more you
queer
tell me not
too.
to use it, the more you tell me not to use it, the more I think it's the right word to use. And I wanted to tell you that, like, I appreciate the term queer because growing up, I did not want to be different. Like, I tried to hide that I was different. I tried to be like the other kids. And now, like, I'm so grateful that I'm a different person, that I'm a different kind of person. B, I
Well,
wanted to show you this because we were
that's
talking
good that
about,
you're happy.
I wanted to tell you about, we are talking about phobia, right? And I'm saying that people are scared. A lot of transphobia, and I'm talking about men especially right now, has to do with their obsession with trans women. Trans related adult media has gone up 300% in popularity in the past few years. This is from a lawsuit.org. What they do is each month on Google, there's 4.7 million searches for transgender related adult media. And the more Republican the area you live in, the more you're searching for this type of media. And Republican men have always openly hated who they secretly lust after. They did the same thing to gay men, and now they're doing it to
There's no
trans
basis
women.
on that. You can't say they lust after them.
Well, there's strong
That's just
corollary.
thought.
There's strong corollary evidence.
If they search it on the internet, I search it as well. So I'm actually part of it.
Well, you're a weirdo. You already told me that.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. I'm actually part of it too. I search it 100 times. This is why I'm on the live, and
oh
this
my
is
god.
why you popped up in my page. It's just to learn my way of thinking and your way of thinking.
Well, I want you to know that I've known people, all sorts of people from all different walks of life, and trans people are just regular people, just like you and me. Uh,
Everybody knows that.
no, see, no, you keep on saying, oh, people don't hate them, people know that. And I'm telling you that you have a much kinder heart. And I don't want you to start seeing the world and see less kindness in it. But I'm telling you that I've been watching the world become less and less kind and accepting of
I think,
and it affects gay people too. You know what I
and
mean?
maybe you don't want to hear this. I think you think like that because you listen to the Democratic Party that demonize you guys. The Republican said this, Trump said that. The Republican said this. That's why the fuck you guys demonize us. Nobody
Oh my
cares if
goodness.
you're trans. Nobody cares if you're gay.
No,
Nobody cares if you're
no.
transgender.
The thing is, no. The thing is, what's funny is they all care, and you care. B, you care. You care a lot, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had a decent conversation. Um, right? The map doesn't lie. B, I'm going in the live. There's nobody here. I'm trying to educate people, sweetheart. And like I said, you have a kind heart. You don't want to hurt people, but I'm telling you, they want to hurt trans people. They're taking away their rights. I don't need somebody to tell me the nasty shit Trump says. I could listen to it with my own two ears. And he lies. He lies about trans people to get people to hate them.